Hey mate, I've just spilled like 3 litres of green tea all over my desk. Uh, it's unbelievable. This is not geared up for Sunday morning. Not a good way to start your Sunday morning, eh? I had to spill the bloody green tea now, right? Like, I need a producer, man. I need a producer of the show. I need a show, man. My Wayne Ports. Yeah, I saw you had a draw against Forest. You're lucky too, you had a draw against Forest. No. Look, man, Arsenal's going to run away with the title on Wednesday. If Arsenal don't win the title, I mean, if I'm an Arsenal fan and they don't win the title this year, you're chasing Arteta completely out of like England, not just out of Arsenal. I mean, who's challenging for the title other than Arsenal? I think, I think Chelsea beat Tottenham. Uh, it could be, it could be a nightmare. He'll probably bottle it, but there's no one to bottle it to, though. That's the difference. There's no one to bottle the game. Like to bottle the title up. And so they're going to pull it back and say the game. So everyone, drop the green tea everywhere. There's like 4 litres of green tea. And I've got no tea to soothe my terrible voice during this terrible prospect of the game. Who saw the lineup? What do you think of the lineup? For me, it's just more repetitious insanity, really. But we shall see what happens. Yeah, he's not starting. I don't know, mate. There's an agenda. You must not like you must not like him because he's Italian. I hate the race card, but I just can't explain what's happening for playing. What's happening there? At least my office is getting the clean. I've got more green tea on my desk than what's in a herbal tea shop. Crazy how much tea just all over my desk. Oh, I think that's going to have to be now. Man, I'll tell you, if you hear that, I remember the first thing he did was dump Aubameyang, and that was actually probably the respected because he wanted to get rid of the ego, right? Like he didn't want to have the hot shot, you know what I mean? He didn't want the big egos and these are turning down because I'm going to get struck with the copyright. What do you think is going to happen, Ryder, if Liverpool doesn't win split? So to answer your question, if Slot doesn't win, then I want to know what you think. What would I say? I forgot. Do you remember just putting the comment? Oh, if Liverpool don't win today, he's in big trouble. Liverpool, like, is in enormous amounts of trouble. Enormous. He didn't win the Champions League. What's never won this Champions League? He won the Premier League. We're going out of PSG, which, to be fair, because the players were bugging, mate. Like the PSG didn't beat us that game because I think they're all so much more superior. I just think they're physically Very. So, the French league is as demanding as the Premier League. Yeah, that was Klopp. Sorry. Yeah. Klopp won everything, mate. Like, we won everything. We won the World Championship. We won the Carabao Cup. We won the FA. We won every competition that was worth going for, isn't it? Up to New Zealand, so I think you keep the. It was a battle. It was a battle. I think it was. I knew I was going to get everything. I'm so happy I didn't spend $10 on that crap because he put out a bunch of kids. But it wasn't even that important. Any first team player was still on the bench. He just went, you know what? I didn't even share about this competition. Um, Adios, amigos. He's not. He's like, I just don't care about this competition. We're going to make some harsh. Even though we spend the type of money to go on every front. It's Liverpool football club. We need to be battling in every competition, every single front. And there's no way that you have to do that. It's ridiculous. Correct. But I think he's got that mindset because it's that bad right now in the Premier League. And why should these players even have a break? They have a break from what? They don't run. Like, break from what? Like, the Klopp era, we were just simply outrunning team, right? The press was heavy, right? Well, we're trying to play like a symphony here. Maybe he's going to go more direct, more attack, and less passing. We started the game all right, and the first 3.5 minutes. You watching the game? Watching the results and so. It's not good. Yeah, nice. The only problem was streaming it. I don't have my TV in my office. I can't really enjoy 4K. It's what I do for nutrition. Yeah. On a straight ride. Oh, dude, Foxtel was awesome. I remember me and my dad watching the games at like 10:30 at night, hearing that. I'd fall asleep at 8:30 on the couch, and there was a game on 11, and we're like, just looking at one thing, and we set the alarm, you know, and no light, no problem screaming, no like issues with the internet cutting out. It was a different experience. And the Premier League was different. Like, watching Gerard battle Roy Keane was like, it wasn't even so much about the game, it was about the fight. Like Steven Gerrard, the champion of the oh, he's more than Rogers did. It was like Foxtel was awesome. No, Foxtel lost it to Optus Sport. But Foxtel had it. Optus Sport took it over, if you remember, and they had a little cup and Optus completely killed the completely killed the live streaming of the World Cup. You couldn't even log on, like the servers were terrible. You must have like 4 servers for like millions of people streaming it live at the same time. Like it wasn't. It's Optus, man. It wasn't very well planned out. But anyway, it did get. To be fair to Optus, it did get like that years on. Just that. I mean, they spent like what $500 million for like 4 years, and I just don't think it was that profitable for them, and that's why Stan is coming now. And I think the deal is like an 80. I think it's either like a 60-40 or it's not that. I think obviously still paying a percentage of the line, even though they're not actually spending. So Stan's coming and said, we'll somewhat to a degree value out. but we expect basically to pay out like something. And Optus is just like, yeah, let's do it. So I think Optus at this point in their point in history, if Optus, I'm basically just trying to focus in. What do you think is going to happen is slot if we don't win today? I think we're in big trouble, man. I think we're in big trouble if we don't win today. We're in enormous trouble. I mean, can you imagine if Klopp was like if this was the 1920 era, Klopp would won the Premier League by now. We were on every single game. These people were in the Just can't believe that we're giving Arsenal a chance to win the Premier League. I don't know, man. I don't know if I don't know. What I was talking about with Dave yesterday with the live streaming, um, it's like who do you bring in to replace him? I like Glasner from Palace, and I like Eddie Howe from Newcastle. And another manager I like that I just don't feel like it would Liverpool would ever do it is like Diego Simeone. Oh, Zizou. Yeah, Zizou is like a fairy tale, man. It's like bringing Gerard. Like Liverpool needs managers that are larger than life. You go back as far back as Bill Shankly, who organised what Liverpool is today. You know, back in like the 50s, right? Then you had Bob Paisley, larger than life. Then you had like a Kenny Dalglish, larger than life. You had a Jurgen Klopp, larger than life. You got Slot, not that. Has no gravitas, has no relationship with the 12th man in the crowd. Like Liverpool needs this type of manager to be larger than life, and it's just I think people aren't talking about it, but you just really need that type of manager. You really need that type of personality in the club too, and then you need to have the tenacity, and you need to put stuff. At the moment, it's just like a robotic system. I'm seeing technical footballers without too much sort of anger emotion. No, he doesn't connect with the players. He doesn't connect with the players. And I think, don't forget too, another loss that no, I've not heard anyone talk about is also we lost our assistant manager. Now, people don't, the same thing happened with Rafa Benitez, man. The same thing happened with Rafa Benitez when he lost Panko yesterday after I said his name. And I thought it was going to happen to Klopp after he lost his assistant manager, the brain. But he had Pep Linders, and I think he had a far better, Klopp had a far better backroom staff than what Klopp has. So we lost, I think, to Ajax, which no one's talking about. I don't even know if we were bearing. I did see it with Benitez, it didn't with Klopp. But Klopp did adjust. It wasn't, when we lost Zelko, it was like Belgrade or something, we we lost this level of intensity. We lost this level of passion and not passion, but definitely intensity. And Klopp did change his game over time. It wasn't the same heavy metal football. Heavy metal football was really from like 15, 16, 17, 18, and then it sort of 19, even when we won the Premier League, it wasn't as chaotic, unpredictable. I think, you got to change, you got to adapt. And it's just going to be a bit crazy at the moment. But who do you bring in? It's like I don't look. I don't know if you watched the diary, the diary of the CEO writer. I don't know if you saw that with Jurgen Klopp. It was a good interview. I recommend everyone watch that. That was actually a pretty solid interview. I don't want Klopp back. I don't want the Klopp that's tired. If someone said you can bring the Klopp back in 2015, 2016, yeah, sure. Bring Klopp back. I want the Klopp of 23, 24, 22, 23. No, no, do not. No, because he's tired, he's looked bloated, and he has nothing to prove. He's won every competition. What's he coming back for? Like, I don't know. Steven Gerrard and Zizou, they're just Hollywood appointments, man. We need to find somebody that can bring the fans in together. Good coach. What's a good coach? Honestly, it's not like he didn't even bring the good. But the man management is not right. He can't rally the troops. There's no connection with the fan base. I mean, the fan base, Liverpool will love any manager. Where's that Jurgen Klopp style guy that can put his hands in the 100% now, mate? 100%. Um, where was it? Was reading a comment. Well, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, you know, you need the man management. Now that we've got, like last year, you had a team that was pretty much together. We lost Jota tragically. We don't have Nunez, we don't have Diaz, we don't have Harvey Elliott, we don't have Mozart, we don't have Trent Alexander-Arnold, we've got a Robbo that's coming, and it's not the same team as last season either. The last season it was just pick up and just keep it going. This year is a different team. It's his team. Practically. It's a kind of a transition team between the old club guard and the slot guard. And so far, even when we won the first 4 games, I'm like, is that yeah, but the thing about Newcastle was a flyer. It was a flyer. So was Diaz. You know, so was Harvey Elliott. Like, I wasn't Harvey Elliott's good. I was shocked. So was I. I wasn't his biggest fan, but I wasn't really his biggest fan because I always knew a big place. You know how Liverpool would chant anybody in the crowd, right? That dunking room. I was walking readings. But look, one thing he had is he kept running around like a crazy. So we're fine. We're people that press. Now we don't. That's kind of a problem. I'm not very happy with it. I mean, we started this game, what, 15 minutes in, we started with that pretty decent. Like, I mean, Aston Villa could have been winning a lot. But that aside, it could have been. I never forget, Aston not beating the team was a massive loss. Like people don't realise how big that is. It's an enormous loss. So, you know, he's still very much relying on the players that he hasn't signed before. He's still relying on employment. He's still relying on the salaries. He's still relying on the small line. And in fact, he's not even in the team, man. Like, he's not even in the team. I don't get it. Like, Virgil's not even in the team. 100%, man. You got to play Isaac. Now, would I have signed Isaac? I don't like putting all our big money, like that level of cash on Isaac and Verts. I would have probably have found over that $200 million. I probably would have bought sort of 2 massive players. more than enough for four extremely good players to have something to prove. When we start money, like we start squad. Nobody wanted to tell us. Something for 36 million. One was one of my favourite players. A basket. You know, the one that he beat United 7-0. I mean, you didn't you probably catch the ball like 10 times. It was just look, and like again, great server, but you know, that lazy defending at times is just shits me off. The Sal looks like he's up for the game tonight. Look, they're up for it. They have to. Because all losses in the row have never done, we've never done that since 2014. So, yeah, Sane was a baller too. Everybody started as a baller. I was talking about Mane. Sane from Man City 100% was a baller. I was shocked. Because of the actual person. With that, with wrestling, with was really cash. Really cash. 100%, man. We've got our opinions. It doesn't change the fucking price of tea in China. But it can. The fans in England definitely can change the direction of the club. Like, they've got, you know, you saw it with Arsenal, with Aston Wenger, how they turned on the manager that had been with them for such a long time. What can a bunch of idiot scousers in Australia do? Very, very, like, practically nothing. But you know what, man? We just do our thing, and if people want to listen to us, they'll listen to us. If people don't want to listen to us, they want it. The one thing that no one's going to get out of this channel is a bunch of kind of stuff. I'm trying to say it like it is. Don't see it worse than what it is. Either like don't just try to be drama bait, clickbait, but you know, it hasn't. You need to change scripts, but oh, jeez, look at this back in there. I mean, losing to Man United in the way that we did was just was horrible. We never played that bad. I never said no to play. Come on, with Jurgen Klopp, we're going to play that bad in the same team. No way. Yeah, but it did, but at the same time, it gave you. We're winning, I mean, like at this point, my local football club before we get through twice and before we're already paid for that midfield. The gaps in the midfield is just, just rubbish. Rogers, and really good shot in Villa, man. Hey, Jasmina, good to see you. What I don't understand is like the problem with TikTok is that a lot of people join it, they don't even know what they're doing. Like it's an Aussie restaurant without Liverpool. What makes that interesting in football? That's how Inter Rose, like you're just joining random, like why are these people enjoying that? I don't get it. Like, how are they going to find the stream? TikTok is pretty good at finding things that you're interested in. And what I'm not understanding how I'm getting some of it not interesting football on the screen. I feel like we have a shit load of followers around. YouTube for us is doing at the moment now. Our YouTube channel has been reviewed with a Liverpool performance today. Lorraine raised. He's still begging most of the car. Oh, here we go. Here we go, Sabozai. Come on, Sabozai. That was the most ridiculously fucking crappy shot I'd ever seen. That is absolutely shit. Like, see, that's the difference. That is the type of thing that you expect to, if they make a mistake like that at Liverpool, that should be punished. They should be punished at the NFL. And I understand the guy can actually hit the ball with power. What happened there? On press secretary, Gary, what are you doing? Yeah, they suppose I was being our best midfielder. Hands down, the best midfielder. And the thing is, too, rely on like the back of the community. But no matter if I'm still out, I want to turn it around. Like I want to go back to winning title. But it's not like it happened and like, oh, well, my opinion was more important than being right was more important than Liverpool winning. No, it wasn't. Yeah, Chelsea beat Spurs. And unfortunately, Arsenal have beaten Burnley. Oh, geez, it's terrible, 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 terrible. Wow. But at least I'm watching Liverpool. At least they're showing a bit of fight. They're showing this is a bit of tempo here. A bit chaotic, but there's a bit of tempo. Yeah, that's going to be a hard game. I think Spurs off the back of a loss. You're going to want to turn them around. That's going to be, I'll be a pretty decent game to watch, I think. What time is it? It's Australian time. If it's something that I can stream live with you, I'll do it. I'll do it for you. If it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, sorry, pal. But that's 7 a.m. or something. The only problem is when I left for 10K runs, Monday to Saturday. So this is like a perfect time for me. And I've got to keep up my 10K runs every day, mate. Otherwise, just back on the way. What about the time of the show? No, no. Yes. Probably the Valley. There you go, and I wasted another 20 minutes. I only Google Tottenham. Sorry, man. Liverpool, Liverpool next game. Uh, yeah, Wednesday, 5th of November at 7 a.m. Use Real Madrid. Now, I don't know why they come like you guys already and that's the point. I mean, it's just get out unnecessary stuff so you can even back the advantage. They would have that crashing into the barrier. That's the problem with these English stadiums, man. Like the balls are way too close. Look at South America. Look at you're in the Chinese like you have look at the South American stadiums. For me, the first row of fans are like, there's like a whole like a running track from where the field is to where the fans are. You know, at least like a huge players are doing so close. Nothing they're going to do about that now. How they built, man. I think having Gravenberch in the team, it's a lot better. It's a lot better. Jones and McAllister would have never won. Big job. Oh, oh, bit of a face palm. Bit of a face palm, huh? I'm going to change against Madrid. I don't know, bro. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't. I mean, you realise when we've been playing, of course, everyone has a chance. The other thing is, it's at Anfield, and that's the positive. First of all, it's at Anfield, so the 12th man, mate. If the 12th man ain't allowed, 12th man is useless. Like, here's the one thing that I don't understand about Liverpool, right? The Anfield, the 12th man, how quiet it is. I remember getting up, you talk about Foxtel. I remember getting up at 10:30, 11:30, 12 a.m., 2 a.m. I had to get a train 2 hours into North Sydney from where I lived. At like 7, I still get up. Whenever you ever have one, I'm just like, I don't really care about him on the day. I'll just have like, let's say, 2 dots, and all you need to do is it. Like the wall of Anfield, even like, it sounded like almost like a white noise. Like, static. You don't hear this anymore. Hey, Dave, how are you, man? He's here. Mbappe bailing out this season. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about. I don't know anything else. I don't listen to anyone else. I don't watch anyone else. Frankly, no idea. No idea. Hey, man, good to see you. We've actually started a lot better than pretty much all. That's going to be a yellow card. How's that not a yellow card? Dave, we've actually started better than. That's good. You go to the game. He's like, yeah, I can only watch Liverpool, man. Um, we started better. Definitely started better. It's a bit chaotic, and Villa could have been easily 1-0 up. But that aside, so could have we. It could have been easily 2-1 to Liverpool. We've had our chances, which we probably should have scored. One of them was Sabozlai. But it's definitely it's not crap. It's chaotic, but it's not crap. There's a bit of energy here. You got to give this to Sabozlai to take a shot. Just hit it low to the I reckon low to the far left or to the near. Oh, probably no, maybe to the far right. What do you reckon, guys? Who's going to take the free kick? I reckon Sal's going to take it. No, sorry, Sabozlai's going to take it. Sabozlai. I want Sabozlai. Another rocket. No. Uh. Oh, yeah, Sherman's probably the best ever, mate. Oof. What have you thought of the game so far, Dave? Yeah, why am I getting buffering problems? I've got like a gigabit connection to the game. What do you think of the game so far? That's you staying down? What? We used to the 4-2-3-1. That kind of the problem is when we're talking about. I think another Liverpool fan channel talking about how it's more or less a 4-3-3. It's a 4-3-3 without a good DM, without like a Fabinho protecting it. Like we've got Gravenberch. Actually, to be fair, he's actually quite good. I don't mind Gravenberch. Like last season, I think it was a big player, huge. There was a good tackle. They're fighting. Hey, look, they're fighting. Okay, so at least we're getting that much. They're fighting. They seem to be. They know they're going to be up for it. Okay, you know what I was saying before the lineup, right? That don't forget we lost our. Well, no one's talking about that. No one's talking about the fact that hiking them into Ajax. Same thing happened with Peko yesterday in Fernandez. Liverpool was not the same. It was going to happen a clock when we lost the brain. Pep Linda's clock and what was his clock? But yeah, we did lose our assistant manager too. I have no idea how Ajax is going. So, here we go, Bradley. Bradley Katike, McAllister. It's a bit sloppy there. At least we turned up for it. Hey, at least we turned up for it. He's pressing on. Hey, let's fight. Let's fight. Yeah. But I think Gravenberch coming back, Gary, is better news. I mean, there's no one else that can play that position. You talk about Endo, he's not playing Endo, mate. I don't even know why he's there. He's just there because he's economically cost effective. The Caicedo would be great. But even like Zebmendi, I mean, Caicedo was a long time ago, but Zebmendi, we still need that. We still need they're the fighters there. I like Tucci Vendi from Lava, whatever his name is. They're the hustlers. It's true, but I've actually been pretty happy with Gravenberch. I think I think we should have gone with an midfielder that was a bit. He's kind of got technically kind of got McAllister too. I would have wanted someone like a Ronaldo, just um, like a good box to box that can really change the game. And Ronaldo was box to box. He was very defensively nice. Yeah. Look, I've already actually played. Welcome back. Thanks for joining, everyone. Appreciate it. You all could be doing something else. Oh, jeez. What? Their bodies are getting thrown around. What's happening? I was too busy looking at the TikTok screen. Now, Dave was talking about Macedo before he got because we were basically lined up for him. I think he was almost signed with us. I think it was like a Goico situation. You know, this is starting to become part of our side. Like it seems they're just about to get over the line and they changed it in one last minute. The problem this season is we should have got Goico too. We should have got a real powerhouse centre midfielder, box to box, and then we and as well as an SA. Only like SA. But the thing that we didn't need another centre midfielder was getting the to play every competition, right? Which is which is why we kind of bombed out at the Carabao Cup. Obviously, that's not the imagine like paying all that money as a fan and rocking out with the kids. It was like when me and my mate we went to what's Liverpool at Sydney, and they said like a 60-year-old Stephen Young. Thanks, guys. That's a when I bought the ticket, I didn't know that. I thought Liverpool was coming over. At least send down to 21's over. No, Steve McManaman, I think Jamie Carragher was there. Ideal three in this system. Oof. I mean, it just depends upon form. If he's going to play the stupid 4-2-3-1, Isak has to be at the top. It's, to me, it just doesn't work. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, you've got to have Verts in the team. I just, I just don't see it. But so Bosley playing that attacking centre midfield. Gakpo, like you could put Ekatike in the left for me. So I would have Ekatike on the left, depending on whether Salah's playing well. You probably could interchange. Look, I mean, at the moment, there's no wingers other than Rio. So every week he's playing, and this is a problem. There's no wingers. If we had Eze to push for competition, it'd be different. I don't know what the three is, man. It really changes every week. It just like at the moment now, Salah's on form. It's good. Have a shot! Fucking too long. Just hit it first time. How many midfielders? Oh, look at TK! Look at TK! See what? Yeah, this guy cannot be on the bench. He has to be playing. Fuck's sake. This guy should never be on the bench. How many midfielders? Let's see. One sec, I'll get to the midfield question, man. I'm just going to see if. Oh shit, he's offside. He's offside. Um, we got Endo, we got McAllister, Gravenberch, Jones. That's pretty much it, man. In terms of like, we do have, you got the kids. Gravenberch, McAllister, Sabozlai. Gravenberch, Sabozlai. I'm losing my train of thought. So Sabozlai, Gravenberch, McAllister, Verts, Endo, Jones. There's about 6 or 7. I just want Verts in the team. I want Verts in the team. I want Isak in the team. I want Sabozlai in the team. I want Ekatike in the team. What happens with McAllister depends upon form. Liverpool's definitely up for it though. Like this energy is not being. This energy is not being. Well, I've not seen this. I don't know. I've not seen this for at least going to be 2 months. I've not seen this. I don't think I've seen this even when we won. I don't remember. I don't remember this level of intensity. I reckon Slot he's watching the Aussie Red Show. I'm telling you, because he's bringing back the intensity. The thing is, if he had the, I mean, look, Dave, he can't play. He can't play 4-4-2 without his sack. There's no point. What's the point, right? But Ekatike's got to play, man. Ekatike's got to play. I actually do think. There we go. Tell me this. This is what shits me off. Why can he play like this in some games and other games? You know why? He's fucking 35, bro. So when everyone's like, rest Salah, it's not saying we're going to bet. First of all, we have no wingers. We have to not get rid of Salah. He's a legend, right? The point is that you can't expect him to be playing like this every week anymore. He's not the age anymore. The amount of money we spent will say he wouldn't have to be like this every week. That in a game like this where he's turned on the game, I mean, he's on fire for the game. So the point is, if he can play like this, he plays every week. If he can't play like this every week, he cannot play every week, right? We can't expect him to. It's science. It's his body. He can't be expected to. The point of why you would spend $500 million is so you can give players like Salah a chance, right? Yeah, look, there's intensity. There's. I don't understand how he can play like this now. And basically, the first 8 games be absolutely crap. Yeah, Salah Ryder is back. He's definitely turned up for this game. He hasn't been alive for like 8 games, but he turned. Even last week, even though he scored, he scored was rubbish. Uh, this is a very different team. The press, passing the earth. It's not even that. It's not like it's just the energy. AFC, there's like there's I see a team wanting a photo of Ronaldo, and everyone's been playing pretty decent. I mean, Ronaldo's had a few misplaced things, but I mean, I'm sounding like a loon now, but everyone's been on point today. Bit chaotic, and we want to get, but I just don't want this intensity to drop off now in the second half. And guys, I have to go and get another tea because at the start of this stream, I felt like I spilled like 4 liters of green tea all over my bed. I will be back. These nuts. These nuts. What do you think of the game, Danny? Have you been watching it from the start? Yeah, a bit of pushing on the side there. Yes. Oh, that's good. It's a good ball one back. Even McAllister's playing well, which he hasn't played. Oh, come on, Stella. That pass was rubbish. Half time. All right, guys, do not go anywhere. Halftime review. I want better. Look, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of changing the system, but at the end of the day, you got to get the team performing. And you know, we've been we've been rubbish even when we won. But this is a game where it's a first game where I don't so much think it's about the formation at all. I just think that they've turned up and there's been probably maybe this thing's being said. Slots under pressure now, and maybe things aren't so comfortable. Like there's real pressure here now, and people talking about his job, and he knows that. 4 losses in a row, everyone's uneasy. So it's not comfortable. We're not flying. We're not. What's for me? What's going to really see if we've turned? A, we need to still win this game. We haven't won it yet. And B, we're going to go into the Man City game. As far as Real Madrid's concerned, I don't know what's going to happen, but we need to make sure that against Man City, we take this level of urgency into that game. That would be a sign of things turning around. This is now there has to be the benchmark. This has to be the benchmark. If we drop from this level, go back to that shit, it's it's going to be a horrible season. This has to be the new benchmark. Look, honestly, Dave, I don't think he's ever switching from 4-2-3-1 in the Premier League. I don't see that happening. But if you've got Ekatike, because how is he going to fit Salah in? He's not going to drop Salah. Salah playing like this, he ain't definitely ain't going to drop him. So he's got to get Gakpo hasn't really done much though. To be fair, Gakpo hasn't really had the best. You could bring on a little Rio to really get Ekatike on the units, take on a few players, maybe win a couple of free kicks, trying to get everything going, in the game more. The pass was out at the end was rubbish, but look, very different, a lot better. This has to be the best. Has to be the best. Guys, I'm going to go get a cup of tea. Do not go anywhere. Keep chatting. Appreciate it if you keep chatting. Danny, keep chatting. Um, Ryder, keep chatting. Keep going, guys. I'll be back in a jiffy. Back in a jiffy. Oh, I've missed the first minute. I've missed the first minute. We've got the police chasing me. All righty, what's going on? I missed the first. Missed the first. My short bloke. It was a good ball in. But the fact is that he stuffed it up. I think, I don't know, Day, are you still here, Day? Where's Day? If you're still here, Day, I think the 4-4, like you can't, the 4-2-3-1 is not going to work when Gravenberch isn't there. So if Gravenberch isn't there, it's not going to work. And I think that's 100% where he's going to switch to a different formation. I mean, Salah's doing tricks now, and it's just like, where was this like the last 8 weeks? That's a type of opportunity where if that's Trent Alexander-Arnold, that's gonna land on McAllister's feet. You know what I mean? It would have landed on McAllister's feet. I think, like I said, dude, I wouldn't. I would have to. You would have to look at like making some sacrifices because okay, you could have Gakpo. You could have like a. The problem is Salah can't defend, right? So for me, I can't see how it would work without a 4-4-2, and with the 4 not being a diamond. So you're going to have to play probably McAllister at DM. You're going to have to play Szoboszlai. You might even have to put Gakpo in centre mid, right? And then you maybe have to put like Salah in attacking mid. And the right mid, you've got either Jones. I'm talking like right centre mid, probably like a Jones. And then you've got like at the top, Isak and Ekitike. So it's going to have to be a formation that's very fluid that changes and adapts. A flat 4. The problem with the flat 4 is our best players, like are more central, like where we have abundance of talent there. So just because those lines diverse, they're going to work a lot better. Isak's Ekitike's through the middle. I don't know about Ekitike out wide. I guess I'll be trying to. If Salah's in this form, he plays. But if he's in the form that he's been in the last 8 weeks, he doesn't play for me. It's a tricky one. But if Gravenberch is there, you know Scott's not changing. You know, we're talking like this game is won, and it hasn't. You know what I mean? With sloppiness, that concentration and composure can kind of fall off. I mean, don't forget, Aston Villa isn't playing that well either. I was expecting a bit of a different performance from Villa. Like, I don't know why AI keeps saying we're talking about Liverpool and Frankfurt. We've not talked about Liverpool and Frankfurt in like 2 weeks. I don't know what's going on. Someone sent me a message. What message? Where's this message? What's Gakpo going to do? Oh, not a bad shot from Bradley. Not a bad. Oh, he's offside. It's always offside. If your boys are welcome to jump on, you're welcome to jump on. There it is. Now, why get a yellow card for that? Oh, I don't know. That looks a bit soft. All good, Ryder. I did invite you, but I'm looking for. No, someone sent me a message and I can't fucking figure out where that is. Someone that.